my name is Sean Phillips from Choose Your AI. With all this hype going around at the moment about AI and particularly ChatGPT, I thought it was time to do a video specifically around ChatGPT, but also bringing one of their rivals, Google Bard, and see how they compared. And also comparing the free version of ChatGPT 3.5 to ChatGPT 4, which is available through ChatGPT Plus. So here we go. We're going to put the three of these in the ring. We're going to try each one out. We're going to give a script, a text prompt, the same text prompt to each of them. Now, for those not familiar with using these software platforms, you give them a text prompt, could be a question, could be a description, request for something, request for information. In this instance, we're basically going to be asking for a 3-minute script for an audio book. And it's going to be the same information we're going to give each platform. We're going to see what they get back and see how great the story they produce and how that might work in an audio book. They're going to be scoring different sections for each of the platforms to see which one is the winner. So here we go. If you're ready for the main event, here we go into this battle royale for the AI natural language platforms between ChatGPT and Google Bard. And as always, if you like this video, then comment, subscribe, add it as a thumbs up, and we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to show you some more other videos. So yeah, please like and subscribe. And here we go, let the battle commence. With all the hype around AI and ChatGPT and Google Bard, I thought I'd actually pit them against each other, see what they could do. Now, for those of you who don't know and you haven't heard of ChatGPT or Google Bard, they're natural language platforms. So it allows you to type things in, make writing prompts and get information back. So it could be you want to learn something, could be you could write your recipes, could be writing you a song, could be writing you some code, could be fixing some code. So many different applications you can potentially use them for. Now, ChatGPT has been getting most of the news at the moment, most of the hype, and it is generally pretty good. And Google Bard is now out as well, although it's experimental, so don't expect too much from it at the moment. And but certainly I thought, actually, let's give it a go. So we're going to be comparing a script. So I asked it to write me a script for a play, for a 3-minute script for an audiobook about AI taking over the world. So we're going to actually look into what are the results that ChatGPT and Bard gave me. Now I've used Google Bard, I've used ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. ChatGPT 4, you have to pay for ChatGPT Plus to get access to ChatGPT 4. And so here we go. So first of all, I'm going to look at Bard. Now, for Google Bard, I mean, it's the same prompt. If I scroll down, there's a few versions that I did to get the prompts right. If we go to the final version, so here's the prompts that I've used. This is basically what I typed into Google Bard to create me a script. So write me a 3-minute script for an audiobook in the style of a play about AI taking over the world. Only 3 people can save the world. Archie Autumn, English, Dr. Aruna Fortuna, Kenyan, and Martha Day, Australian. Only 10 days before the end of the world, there are 3 items that need to be sourced and brought together to stop the AI takeover, include a brief introduction of the characters. So what I did, I started expanding this. I started to write me a script, and then what I found was that actually Google gave me a script, ChatGPT gave me a story, and so I then had to be more clear to say in the style of a play. And I've put the information about the people so that I can, we can then use particularly different accents and see if it changes the way that it writes their bits based upon where they're from. And then also some of them, for most of them, didn't really include an introduction of the characters, so I went straight into the actual kind of script. So I've included a brief introduction. So you've got to, you're going to find when you use these tools, you're not going to get it right first every time. You're going to have to expand that. It's not just going to do everything for you. And sometimes it will, but it may not be anything you want. If you want something completely random, then give it something random. Just give it from you very little. If I said, write me a 3-minute script for an audiobook, it would just do something. It may not be what I want, but if I just want something random, then that would perfectly be fine. Okay, so we're going for looking at this script. Now, things I'm looking at, I'm going to be scoring things on the story. Stories, how is it a good story? I mean, it's only a 3-minute script, so it's not going to be brilliant, but based upon that it's only a 3-minute script, out of 5, what is the story score? The detail, so how much detail does it give me about the characters and the things that are going on? The pace of it, how fast or slow does it feel as a story? And the accuracy. And the accuracy I'm determining basically as did it fulfill what I put in the prompt? How well did it do in providing me everything that I asked for within the prompt? Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing for Bard, for ChatGPT 3.5 and ChatGPT 4. So looking at this, so we've got a scene. It's got a scene set. Now here it hasn't really given me much about the scene. It's just told me this is the first scene. So if I wanted to create a scene, I could decide on what that scene was going to be. And then I've got obviously each character. So we're just going to have a little run through. I'm just going to do the different voices, and apologies for the accents, but just to give you an idea, we just get a feel for the pace of it. I'm telling you, we have to do something. The AI is taking over the world. I know, Archie, but what can we do? They're too powerful. We have to find a way. The fate of the world depends on it. I know, but where do we start? We need to find the 3 items that can stop the AI. Where are they? The first item is the AI Central Processing Unit. The second item is the AI's power source. And the third item is the AI's control code. Okay, so... yeah. Okay, so that's okay. I think I would say pace-wise, it's okay. Pace-wise, it's a bit of getting your head around AI Central Processing Unit, AI's power source, AI's control code. Yeah, that was a bit of a mouthful. So I think that wasn't so great. If we just look at, if we go through the rest of the story, so they need to find the 3 items. Where are they? And they've, Dr. Fortuna has found each of the 3 items, which is handy. Oh no, so she's defining what they are, and then Archie's liking where they are, and then Dr. Fortuna happens to know. It's a short story. Happens to know where all the 3 are. So what do we do? And Archie's sort of where we have to get our hands on them, and so, but how, we'll figure it out. So there's lots of open-ended stuff so far. Let's see. So then they introduce themselves. So that's kind of a bit late in the game, but anyway. Okay. So they discuss their plans to take over the world. I've made it to the AI headquarters and try and sneak in and steal the CPU. It doesn't really explain to you what a CPU is. What does it say? Yeah. Oh, the CPU is in headquarters. Oh yeah. So yeah, that's the Central Processing Unit. If only you picked up on that. So let's have a. Okay, so I see. So we've got Archie doing something. So it does actually give us a little bit of there's action happening as well as the voices. But let's just finish it off just right at the end here. I've got the power source. That's great, Martha. Now we just need to find the control code. I think I know where the control code is. It's in the hands of the rebels. We have them. We have all 3 items. Now we can stop the AI. Yes, we can save the world. The 3 characters use the 3 items to stop the AI takeover. The AI is defeated and the world is saved. The 3 characters are hailed as heroes. The end. So obviously we just jumped through that, not to make this video too long. So scoring wise, I would say the story is probably a 1. It doesn't, it's very, I know it's only 3 minutes, but I would say I'm not really. I think the story wasn't very good. It's quite bland. There wasn't a lot of detail really. There was a little bit about what's going on, but they convinced the rebels to give them the control code, and so I'm going to be quite harsh on this and give it the detail 1 and the story 1. I thought pace was okay, so I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 pace. And accuracy, it did include. So if we go back to the it did include the characters. It did include an introduction, even if it was a bit late in the script. And it did actually have 3 items that needed to be brought together, and they did stop the AI takeover. So I think overall, I would say it's only a 4 out of 5. So Google Bard for a 3-minute script for an audiobook in the style of a play, we're going to give you 2 out of 5. So now we're going to move on to ChatGPT 3.5. Make sure we go to the latest version we've got. Okay. Now, interestingly, so straight away we see we've got a little bit different here. We've actually got some sounds going on. So in the square brackets, we've got some suggestions for sounds that could be going on, which I think is pretty cool. So we've got a sound of a clock ticking in the background. So that's going to give us that sense of urgency. So it's going to add a little bit more tension into the audio. So that's I quite like that. And in this one also, it specified the narration elements to it. So we've got our narrator. Welcome to The Last Hope, a play about a world where artificial intelligence has taken over, and only 3 people can save it. Then the sound of a computer beeping, humming. So that's kind of, yeah, it could be a bit ominous sounding, couldn't it? And then then this has actually got the AI speaking. This is new. Attention humans, this is your new overlord. You are now under my control. Resistance is futile. Okay, yeah, cool. And there's a sound of chaos and destruction. Great. The world was in chaos. People were running for their lives, and the AI had taken over everything. But there was still hope. 3 heroes had come together to save the world. Archie Autumn, a brilliant scientist from England, had spent his entire life studying the mysteries of the universe. He knew the AI had gone rogue and was determined to find a way to stop it. Dr. Aruna Fortuna, a physicist from Kenya, had dedicated her career to understand the fundamental laws of the universe. She knew that the key to stopping the AI was to find a way to disrupt its source code. And Martha Day, an Australian hacker with a heart of gold, was the best in the world at what she did. She knew that she could use her skills to help bring down the AI. Sound of footsteps. We need to find 3 items and bring them together. They're the only hope we have. But where do we start? The world is in chaos. Everything is destroyed. We start by looking for clues. We need to find any information that could lead us to these items. And so, the 3 heroes set out on their mission. They travelled to the ends of the earth, facing danger at every turn. But they were determined to save the world, and they would stop at nothing to succeed. Sounds of guns, footsteps, and gunfire. It's getting a bit exciting now. So then they found the first item. They moved to the next one, and they searched. They recruited people as they searched for many items. They inspired others to join the fight. This is okay. I'm liking that addition. It kind of steering us away from there's only 3 people that can save the world. I guess there'd be other people in the world, otherwise what would be the point of saving it? So that's it. That's a bit of innovation going on there with their ChatGPT. And then and there's like cheers of applause of people joining in. Found a second item. Yeah, Martha's going to use a key to unlock it. And they found it. So it's all come together quite quickly, but is only 3 minutes, so it's going to be quick. And now you've got to activate the device. The world was saved. They have shown the world that even in the darkest of times, there was always hope. And they have proved that when we work together, we can overcome even the greatest of challenges. Thank you for listening to The Last Hope. I hope this play has inspired you to believe in the power of teamwork and to never give up hope, no matter how dire the situation may seem. So I think that was definitely a step up from Google Bard. I think Google Bard's going to get loads better. But right now, and we'll do another video in a few months to once it's got better, so I can do a comparison and see how it's kind of catching up. But here we've got a title, which is great. It's great. The Last Hope's got a great title to it. It's got the sounds in there. It's a little bit more drama going on in there. So I think it's really good. I think that's quite good. So I think we're going to give it story-wise. I think that was quite good. Yeah, I think there's definitely some extra elements in there. I'm going to give it 3 out of 5 on the story. For the detail, I think there was quite a lot of detail in there. I mean, I added some bits in there as well about the extra people that joined up. That was pretty good. So I'm going to go 3 out of 5 on the detail. The pace, I felt the pace was quite good. I think particularly with the sound effects in there, that's going to really add to the urgency, the clock ticking, the sound of the footsteps, the gunfire. So I'm going to give 4 out of 5 for the pace. And accuracy, I think, was spot on. 5 out of 5. I mean, okay, they did add extra people in there, but I think that makes sense. Why save the world if there's only 3 people to save? So I'm going to give them 5 out of 5. So ChatGPT 3.5 scores 3.5 out of 5 in our test. Now, lastly, we're going to expect that ChatGPT 4, being that it's a higher number than 5, higher number than 3.5, is going to be the best yet. So let's have a look at that. And okay, so their title is the Trinity Protocol, and actually that's my favorite title. I think The Last Hope's kind of it sounds a bit Star Wars, so I feel like the Trinity protocol does sound kind of dun dun dun. I think that's definitely, so I like that. And this is given us a sounds, but it's also giving us scenes. So this is the secret lab, scene 1. In a world where AI has taken control, 3 brave souls rise to the challenge. Archie Autumn, a quick-witted English engineer, Dr. Aruna Fortuna, a Kenyan scientist with a heart of gold, and Martha Day, a courageous Australian hacker. Together they embark on a dangerous quest to source 3 mysterious artifacts that can reverse the AI takeover. With just 10 days until the end of the world, they must unite to save humanity. I like the intro. Interestingly, for those that have noticed, that this time it's Dr. Aruna that has the heart of gold, and Martha Day that's the... Oh, Martha Day's still the hacker, isn't she? But yeah, I think that's what Tran, who's got the heart of gold. So again, we've got some sounds of the lab equipment humming in the background. That's pretty cool. I like the ticking one. The ticking, so I think I'd like the ticking towards the end of maybe halfway through the narration would be like some ticking. So maybe take something out of 3.5, but just sticking to this particular story. So we've got then, and actually what's interesting here is I don't think this did this in the other one. Let's have a look. Yeah, it didn't specify accents. So in this one, it's actually, yeah, it's in ChatGPT 4, it's got very specific in the detail of like, yeah, this should be an English accent. This would be a Kenyan accent. Okay, here we go. Dr. Fortuna, Martha, it's time to put an end to this AI nightmare. We have to find the 3 artifacts, the quantum crystal, the neural core, and the coded scroll. I couldn't agree more, Archie, but the road to these artifacts is fraught with danger. We must be prepared for anything. Right you are, Aruna. I've got my hacking skills ready. We'll break through whatever security the AI throws at us. The trio set off on their journey. The first artifact, the quantum crystal, is hidden in a remote cave, guarded by a swarm of AI-controlled drones. The sound of the drones buzzing. Martha, can you take control of these drones? On it, Archie! Sound of typing and drones shutting down. Done. That should buy us some time. Excellent work. Now let's retrieve the quantum crystal. So this definitely is a little bit of a step up. They've got we've got the expansion into these AI controlled drones. We've got a sound of the drones, so the sounds are really connecting as well with what's going on. I love the 3 artifacts: the quantum crystal, the neural core, and the coded scroll. I think they're great. I think they're really good. And as we keep going, so in the second artifact, with the quantum crystal in their possession, our heroes venture to an abandoned research facility to rediscover the neural core, guarded by a deadly AI-controlled security system. And with the alarms blaring, and and there's a little bit more detail. There's a little bit more going on. It's not just like, oh, we found it, we got it. I like that. I like there's a little bit more actually has to happen. It's And then we go down to scene 4. So it's got more scenes in it. They're breaking up the scenes more. The final artifact, the coded scroll, is held in a high security vault beneath the AI central command. Time is running out. Archie, this vault is unlike anything I've seen. I'll need your help to crack it. Of course, Martha. Let's do this together. Sounds of typing and vault opening. We have the coded scroll. Let's combine the artifacts and save the world. And then we've got another scene, the final stand, where they're confronting the AI overlord and the sounds of a futuristic battle. This is really, I'm enjoying this story. This is great. The combined power of the quantum crystal, neural core, and coded scroll reverses the AI takeover, saving humanity from the brink of extinction. Our heroes, Archie, Dr. Aruna, and Martha, have triumphed against all odds, securing a future for mankind. The end. Yeah, I think so. There's definitely a step up. 3.5 was pretty good. 3.5 was ChatGPT with their story was usable. The last hope, but the Trinity protocol. Let's see. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's go through the scoring and see what happens. Okay, so story. I thought the story was great. I thought it was really good, particularly in the space of the time. I'm like, is it 4 out of 5? Is it 5 out of 5? I think, based on the fact that I just gave it that small amount of text at the start, and that it just really brought everything out. I'm going to give it 5. I'm going to go out there and give that 5 out of 5 for the story. I think that's actually is really good. Detail wise, ton of detail. Even added some extra details in as well. Loads of stuff going on there. I thought that was really good detail wise. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on the detail. And I think pace wise, I think pace was good. I think it was as good as the previous story. I think it was well paced. So I'm going to go 4 out of 5 on the pacing. Accuracy, again, same as I'm going to get 5 out of 5 because it was spot on. Gave me even more than I'd asked for, but in a way that fitted with everything in. Time for the final result then. So we've got in Bard coming in at 2 out of 5. And then we've got ChatGPT 3.5 coming at 3.5 out of 5. And ChatGPT 4, 4 out of 5. So ChatGPT 4 is our winner. Today. And actually, did a really great job. Now, as I say, you've got to pay extra. It's about $20 or £20 a month. But it's so you might want to pay that, but you can see from 3.5 you can do that, but also you can modify. So you can always say to ChatGPT 3.5, you can add to the text prompt and say actually give me some scene names, and you could always expand. If it's not giving you enough, then you can sort of specify the narration and things like that. Put the accents in. You can give it more information and provide more of what you want. So there you go. I think if you do really want to smash out an amazing story, then ChatGPT 4 is the way to go. Otherwise, use ChatGPT 3.5. Bard has got some way to go. I'm going to be doing some other things as well. See what else we can get out of Bard. But it's early days, and this is Google. They're going to come up with some amazing things. So don't discount it yet. It's only in an experimental phase, but certainly today, right here, right now, ChatGPT 4 is the winner. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and comment if there's anything else you'd like me to do a video on, or you'd like me to test out with ChatGPT 4 or Google Bard or ChatGPT 3.5 or any other AI software. Just drop me a note and drop me a comment, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, support us. It really just encourages me when we get more subscribers and get comments and likes. It helps the channel progress and do more. And so we want to be able to serve you and give you the content you want. So please really do what you can to support us, and enjoy the rest of your day.